Okay, good morning. Today is January the 13th, and we are actually heading out. This is going to be a week-long journey. We are leaving today to head to Florida. We're going down for the RV SuperShow down in Tampa, but we've got some extra days that we're going to play with and have a good time. So keep tuned in. We're going to have our journeys documented and see what kind of fun that we can have on our way down. We'll also see how the hike 100, it's hooked back there. Austin's back there putting the GoPro up on top so we can get some good super footage here. And we'll see how 7 days in it goes. Some plugged in, some dry camping at the show, and we look forward to seeing everybody. First gas stop on our way down. So we didn't have time to fill up before we left or while we were getting everything ready. Here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, we've been having some really crazy storms for the past 3 weeks. They kind of roll in, they're kind of like our hurricanes. So we even had a water spout at our house back on Wednesday. So all is well. You know, the camper was fine. A little bit of damage at the house, nothing that cannot be fixed, nothing that we didn't fix before we left. So, but I just wanted to point out, we can kind of see back, nope, you can't see it. But anyway, everywhere we stop, we've always got somebody interested. So Austin's back there giving a tour of the hike. So it's a fill up, it's a gas stop, fill up, pit stop too, and a tour of the hike 100. So, all right, keep going. getting off the road and getting some good R&R, we chose the KOA in Kingsland, Georgia, which is just a few miles away from the Georgia-Florida line, so it was perfect for our first night stay. This was the first KOA that we've stayed at on our many adventures, and we were not disappointed. The front staff was very helpful and knowledgeable, got us to our site with no problems. By the time we got all plugged in, it was dark outside. It was time to eat some supper, and we just hit the hay. We were exhausted. So if you're looking for a great overnight stay, the KOA right off of I-95 in Kingsland, Georgia, on your way down to Florida is always a good place to call home for the night. So we are down a valve stem on our passenger tire on the hike. So we are going to bring it here. We are back here at a tire center at Walmart. We're gonna take the tire and roll it up and get them to put a new valve stem on it for us. As you can see, it was leaking pretty good when we got to our campsite last night.
Send us your request at 1-855-925-7346.
All right, so we're heading back to the camper. We've got the new valve stem. It took about 30 minutes or so for Walmart to get that done. So we're gonna go put it back on the camper. Hopefully we're good to go. We've got about a 4-hour drive today to get down to Orlando. And we're gonna see how it goes. So, here we go. Okay, so we got, as you see, Austin's back there getting the tire put back on. So it all seems to be working out. We brought the pressure back down to what we run our tires on. So #1 adventure in the books, chicking. We got to stop and do all of this. So how do you rate this experience, babe?
10.
Okay, so a 10 out of a 10, I guess.
I
yeah.
guess.
Okay, yeah. So we're rating it pretty good. Went smooth. We're getting ready to get back on the road, headed for Orlando. Now that we have the new valve stem on the tire and we are on the road, we've had to stop and get gas from all of that. But in the meantime, we realized that we lost the lid to our propane tank cover. And so we did a 360 and turned around and went back to find it because that was an $18 piece of plastic that we lost. So surprisingly, on a 55-mile-an-hour road, we were actually able to spot it laying on the side of the road with all the other trash that's on the side of the road down here. But we were able to find it. It is back, it is secure, and we're ready to go. We're filling up. And then we are hitting the road for Orlando. So tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday night, we are staying at the campground at Fort Wilderness. We're going to have a few days of Disney fun. And then we're going to head over to the RV show. We actually received an email late last night, from the fairgrounds that due to the unusually wet weather that they've had down here, such as we've had at home, they were going to have to is kind of stay at your own risk. So with that being said, we're going to hope that there's no rain tomorrow and Tuesday and that we can just stay there. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens next. All right, so adventure day 2. Now we are in the O'Reilly parking lot. As we were going down 95, and of course your speeds are looking between 70 and 75 miles an hour, our exhaust has decided to break, come loose, something like that. So now we sound like we're pulling our camper or our hike with a very loud race car. So anyway, so we're here at O'Reilly. We're gonna do some checking and see what's going on. Austin's under the truck. He's getting ready to come in. We'll see what he has to say. So what is our damage there, sir? What have we accomplished this time on disaster number 3 on our trip? So what is the diagnosis?
The exhaust pipe come out of the muffler. So just got to take the old clamp off, put a new clamp on. We're at O'Reilly, they should have one.
Okay, so sounds like a quick and easy fix. We'll see what we can find. We'll keep you updated on this one. We're out in the parking lot, so the tools and essentials to have on hand, especially for a nice hot exhaust that we've been running a good 75 miles an hour for a couple of hours now, are, so he has a pair of leather gloves, we've got our tool roll, and he's just got his, he's got his impact wrench. So let's get underneath here, let's see what we've got going on here. All right, so there's the problem. So we've got to put all that back in there, get it going again, so maybe we'll have our nice quiet ride back, even though Austin was kind of enjoying his nice loud exhaust back again. Okay, we're updating.
Back on the road after $6 at O'Reilly's for an exhaust clamp.
There you go. Easy peasy fix, nice quiet ride again. Cross our fingers, that was our last experience or excitement for today. We are about an hour out, or maybe about 30 minutes out from our next campground. So hopefully we can get there and just get out of the truck and relax and unwind. So day number 2. Adventure number 3. We'll keep you updated. Okay, so we're checking in from day 3, Disney Fort Wilderness Campsite Resort, if that's what you want to call it. And so far our experience here has been really good. We are doing laundry today, so I've got a timer set on my phone to let me know when that's ready. We are staying in the Buffalo Bend area. We are site 556. I had to look over there because I could see the sign. Now, in this area, we are right next to the road. I'm just gonna kind of pan. So this right here is the main road. The buses and the cars and plenty of golf carts come up and down this area. However, the hike has done fantastic. It's, you know, we've not heard any, you know, you hear a little bit of road noise. However, at night, you know, it gets quiet back here. Everybody's kind of, you know, they're either off at the Magic Kingdom or wherever watching the fireworks. So far, so good with that. We do leave in the morning to head over to Tampa to the RV SuperShow, and we will be camping on the actual fairgrounds. They've had a fair amount of rain, just as we have here in Orlando, but normal Florida weather, so nothing that we're worried about the least bit. So anyway, I'm gonna post a video kind of our campsite and kind of walk you through it and everything. Like I said, it's been great. It's got a lot going on. You know, it's quiet. Everybody's been very polite, but it's families. There's families with kids and having a good time. So if that's not what you're looking for, then this isn't the place for you. However, it worked for us. So anyway, I will do a tour of our campsite and show you some goodies. Well, welcome to our campsite here at 556 at Disney Fort Wilderness Campground. The area is beautiful, nice, spacious. We have a nice concrete pad that accommodated the Hike 100 along with our truck. And it has just all the amenities of home. We had laundry that we could get to, bathhouses if we needed it. However, we didn't because we have, you know, the great gray water hookup. We had fresh water hookup. The electric box is super cute, nestled in just to kind of hide in a log. You have the 50 amp or 30 amp plug with plenty of other plugs just in case you have a few other people that are tagging along. You also have a cable hookup, so for those nights that you would just like to turn on the TV and just relax, you've got that option there. So we were a little close to the road, as I showed you in the last video, but this one kind of shows it a little bit better. However, you know, the noise didn't bother us one bit. The insulation on the Hike 100 did us very well. We didn't hardly hear any road noise, and the parks and the campground gets pretty quiet at night, as I think everybody's exhausted. So you've got a picnic table, you've got a charcoal grill available at each campsite to make your experience even better. Coming out on the edge of the road, though, that's a little hut right down there that you can wait for a bus to be able to take you and swift you off to any of the parks that you'd like to go to for that day. Nice little playground over on the side. It was just a fantastic experience, and we definitely will go back and enjoy Disney Fort Wilderness Campground again in the future. And, you know, the palm trees and just all of our neighbors, it just made the experience a wonderful place to be.
Summer was alive, going to the end of time. I can
from the Florida State Fairgrounds. So we got in yesterday afternoon, got all set up, and had to kind of go straight to the show because the traffic to get in it's a straight stream. We're here, you can see all that back there, that's the 301, but if I turn around, so you're gonna see all this traffic coming in, it's gotta go all the way down. That is the fairgrounds over there. So we went in through gate number 2 over here. It's a good walk, actually. Let me pan back around. It's a decent walk because we're all the way from the edge of the road all the way up to around, and I mean, it's on the other side of all those vehicles is where you kind of have to walk to get to. But anyway, so we're all tucked in like here. So I'm gonna kind of go over here. You can see that we're back here with, I mean, there's a lot of big rigs back here and everything, but it really worked out. It's not as wet. There are some muddy spots, but you know, they've done a really very good job on getting everybody here and getting us all settled in and stuff. So here we are right here. We've got great neighbors on both sides of us. Everybody has been fantastic. But anyway, we've got some really pretty, really nice big rigs back here and stuff up in front of us. So anyway, so welcome to the Florida State Fairgrounds. We're getting ready. Yesterday was kind of a full day for us in the show, so we really didn't have much time to do much videoing or pictures or anything. We posted a few on some of the other hike models that were here. So we're getting ready to head back in. We came out to take a break and eat some lunch. So now we're gonna head back in and we'll get some more video and put it here on the channel. All right, so we just finished up day 2 at the RV SuperShow. We are headed back to our camper. Sorry I didn't get much footage of the show. Got really busy. We've had some rain come in and out, so it's been pretty wet. It's wet heading back out here into the campground. We've got a lot of other people that have come in today though, so it's filling up pretty good out here. So they should have a good crowd this weekend. We head back out on the road in the morning. We have to be the fairgrounds by 8 a.m. So we're gonna see how we can do. We're driving from Tampa back to home, which is 11 hours by the maps, but it'll probably take us, you know, 13 hours or so. But anyway, I've got a little bit of footage that I'll put in on that video. But other than that, it's been a good day, but it's turned out cold and dreary and rainy. So anyway, but it's still a good time. If you've never come, you all need to come down and check it out next year. It's got a lot of good models, a lot of good shows, and it's good. Anything that you want to add?
Bring some good, comfortable shoes. There's a lot of walking. Yes,
so good, comfy shoes. Bring that to walk. Because there's a lot, even if you're just parking for the day. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. North Carolina. However, after we left the fairgrounds down in Florida, we've been searching for a dump station that we could dump our cassette toilet. And because I still haven't really wanted to go in a restroom with a cassette toilet and just roll it in there, kind of dump it in the toilet. I know that it says you can, but I haven't become comfortable doing that yet. So looked up several places online to try to find somewhere that had an RV dump station. Love's usually has one. We did not stop to that one. However, we stopped to a Pilot and asked, and they said that they were doing away with their dump stations. Then I did some research and it said that Buc-ee's had dump stations. Maybe they do in other states, but the one in Florence, South Carolina does not.
At least we could not find it.
Yes, we could not find it. If they have one, I don't know.
There was 5 busloads of kids, so we didn't go in and ask.
Right. So moving on from there, we were going to try another Love's that was closer to the North Carolina, South Carolina border. However, then we saw that the south of the border, under the big sombrero hat, saw some reviews that basically it's a hole in the ground that you can just stop and dump, and it's free. So free is the magic word. Thumbs up. Found the hole in the ground, dumped the cassette toilet. We'll deal with the gray tank the closer we get to home. We've got some pretty good winds. We're traveling back home. We've got gusts in the upper 30s, so keeping a little bit of weight in the camper is not a bad idea, to give it some weight to help us just kind of keep it a little more steady on the road on the way home. Traveling at speeds of 70, 75 miles an hour out here on I-95. It just kind of gives us a little bit more stability, we feel like, so we're just going to keep that weight in the camper. So that's our update from the road. Everything else has gone good so far, knock on wood. So we'll finish out with heading back into our own state now, and it's only about 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Of course, we're on the East Coast, and it looks like we'll get home about 7:45 tonight. And so it'll be dark, but we kind of know our way from here. So update, doing good. So we made it home last night. We decided to just go ahead and finish out our day from Tampa back to North Carolina in one day. So about 13-14 hour drive. We had planned to stay overnight at another campground. However, our temperatures here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina are dropping today. Our high is only supposed to be 35. We've got a really good wind, so tonight we're supposed to feel like 7 degrees. So we did not want to chance, pipes freezing or anything such as that. Wanted to get the camper home, get all the rest of the water out of it. So we didn't have any frozen pipes or anything on our way home today if we did not make it. So we're getting everything out of it, and we've got the fresh water kind of draining. I'm kind of step in the shade there. Got the water draining out of it. You can finish doing what you're doing. He's over there waiting for me to be filming. Getting everything drained. Got the heat running in the camper actually right now, so we can actually go in there and finish getting our stuff out. But made it home safely, and just gonna try to stay warm today. Get the camper all cleaned out, get the truck cleaned out, get the camper back on its little pad that we have for it, and stay warm. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and we had a great time. It was fun. It was an adventure. That's what we're looking for. And until next time, we'll see you on the road.